The sun may set on many legends in WWE, but Randy Orton refuses to fade. In the shadows of legacy, where only icons walk, Randy Orton stands ready to make history, again. From his explosive debut in 2002 to becoming a 16-time SummerSlam competitor, Orton has etched his name into the very DNA of WWE. But this year, in 2025, he isn't looking back. He's looking forward, to immortality. It all began inside the brutal confines of the Elimination Chamber in 2003. A young Orton, brash and athletic, stepped into the fire with names like Triple H and Shawn Michaels. That night, fans didn't just witness a match, they witnessed the spark of greatness. 1 year later, in 2004, the prophecy was fulfilled. After winning a battle royal on Raw, Orton earned the right to face World Heavyweight Champion Chris Benoit. At SummerSlam, in front of a stunned crowd, Orton shocked the world. He pinned Benoit, he won the gold, and he became the youngest world champion in WWE history. At just 24, Orton did what few believed possible, he surpassed Brock Lesnar's record. And in doing so, he began the march toward a dynasty. Since that night, SummerSlam has become his playground. He's faced titans, The Undertaker, the Deadman himself, John Cena, his eternal rival, the face of a generation, Roman Reigns, the modern-day head of the table, Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, and even Hulk Hogan, the icon of icons, in what became Hogan's final WWE match. Now, in 2025, Orton has reached a crossroads. 16 SummerSlam matches, tied with the one and only Undertaker. One more appearance, and the record is his. And Orton isn't tiptoeing toward that milestone. He's charging. At the SummerSlam kickoff, the Viper reflected on his historic journey, and delivered a chilling declaration. I did win my very first World Championship at SummerSlam in 2004, Orton said, a gleam in his eye, history in his tone. And I went on to compete in 16 SummerSlams so far. That has me tied for the most SummerSlam matches in WWE history, tied with The Undertaker. Then, his voice sharpened. So, at this year's SummerSlam, it will be my record-setting match. The crowd listened. The world listened. Because when Orton speaks, moments follow. I tell you what, he continued, leaning toward the camera. I see me leaving MetLife Stadium with gold around my waist, Cole. I'm gonna fight John Cena. I'm gonna do it at MetLife. I'm gonna have all these beautiful New Yorkers there cheering my ass on. Bold words. But if anyone has earned the right to speak them, it's Randy Orton. And now, his path to SummerSlam glory is clear. He is in the finals of the 2025 King of the Ring tournament. Representing WWE SmackDown, he awaits his opponent, either Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso. That final battle happens at Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. One match, one crown, and then, a title shot against John Cena at SummerSlam. Cena, Orton. One last war, not for pride, not just for the championship, but for the soul of SummerSlam. Because Orton isn't just chasing records. He's chasing his rightful place among the untouchables. Every great career has a signature chapter. This is his. He remembers facing the Deadman in the heat of battle. He remembers hearing the roar of 70,000 as he battled Lesnar. He remembers raising that world title high at 24. But this time, the stakes are higher. Because when Orton steps into MetLife Stadium, he's not just fighting Cena. He's fighting history. He's fighting perception. He's fighting for finality, for his record to be eternal. He wants the world to remember that when the lights shine brightest, Randy Orton shows up. He doesn't need nostalgia. He doesn't need a comeback story. He is the constant, the apex predator, the legend killer, the record breaker. And if he wins King of the Ring, and he faces Cena at SummerSlam, it will be a clash of legends on their own terms. Not two aging icons fading away, but two warriors rewriting what greatness looks like. For Cena, it could be a final stand. For Orton, it's a new summit. It won't just be about title belts. It'll be about legacy. Because while others come and go, Orton endures. He adapts. He evolves. He strikes. 16 SummerSlams. One more, and he becomes the most prolific SummerSlam competitor in WWE history. Not just tied with The Undertaker. Surpassing him. That's not disrespect, that's destiny. So let the countdown begin. Let Cena prepare. Let the world watch. Because this summer, at MetLife Stadium, Randy Orton doesn't just plan to walk in a contender. He plans to walk out a king, a champion, and the undisputed master of SummerSlam. You've seen legends rise. You've seen eras change. But you've never seen a legacy cement quite like this. Randy Orton is ready. SummerSlam is calling. And history is watching.